for everyone. And I say that respectfully. To the genuine ones with no misintentions, I truly hope all is well in your end. Never give up on yourself because someone didn't see your potential, they not love you, respect you, or protect you, or you poured into the wrong cup. And especially when you don't run from your past, taking accountability for your actions, the energy is different. Always be yourself. It's currently 10:16 p.m. I started this live at 10:15. I'm Naya, Junior Love Respect, and today is currently January 31st, 2026. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. FAITH. They would never understand the balance of happiness going within. They judge hold on 1 second when it came to your rotation. Understand how to be balanced when it came to your reflection. Chicks and dudes would try to get you out of character. All because you believe in growth. Hold on 1 second. It would stagnate them. No, ever, Jake. Why would you want to stagnate yourself because someone wants to elevate it, dumbass? This type of stuff actually happens. LOV, having potential, will bother someone's mental health when it comes to their growth. All because, hold on 1 second, someone doesn't want you to see your reflection. How they praying on your downfall, right, the love. But giving up, hold on 1 second, was a part of your mental health. Ever, Jake, being authentic. My content is not for everyone. I am my biggest cheerleader, and I say that respectfully. It's currently 10:17 p.m. My content is not for everyone. Now, ever trade off of me. FAITH, hold on 1 second. They would never understand your vocabulary when it comes to being an alpha. And I say that respectfully, having potential. They would never understand how you had to balance ordering your life to become your best self, vision of your reflection, taking the opportunity one day at a time. Didn't have to get physical when the devil told so many lies. They praying on your downfall. Love yourself, don't dim your light. Love yourself, don't dim your light. Now, ever trade on me, always be yourself. I would never give up on myself regardless of praying on my downfall. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself regardless of what community, zip code, county, or country. And I say that respectfully. I am my biggest cheerleader. Always be yourself with no misintentions. Being a risk taker, they would never understand the mission that, hold on 1 second, that was God's favor. You didn't have to worship the devil, let him sell your soul. They would never understand, hold on 1 second, I wasn't trying to get distracted to miss out on my blessing, my reflection. They would never understand how God was stepping. Being a risk taker at the end of the day, it's going to be chicks and dudes praying on your downfall, sending you spell work in a toxic way. But hold on 1 second, if it wasn't part of your vocabulary when it comes to your reflection on your worst day, they would never understand the hands of time, what you've been through when it comes to hold on 1 second. Allowing yourself to see that you are worthy. It was days that you don't understand your vocabulary. Like hurting yourself with words. How to be behind a bill or two, or what the case may be. Not having food in your fridge or whatever the case may be. How someone praying on your downfall, but God restored you when it comes to, hold on 1 second, putting the proper nourishments in your body, making sure you straight when it comes to better days ahead, so you ain't gotta, shortchange yourself of being self-destructed. Because the devil or the enemy will pray on you at the end of the day to be a crasher, but that wasn't part of your point of view when it comes to God's testimony, because God allowed you to see, I love myself, not to dim my light. I love myself, not to dim my light. I love myself, not to dim my light. Thank you, G.O.D., for being patient with me. Now, ever trade over me. They say that the sun ain't gonna shine forever. I never understood at the end they regards to the weather. But you least expected when you in your own little world, they would never understand how God is shining the light on you to understand the hold on 1 second. The sun would never dim because God was showing you at the end of the day, I got you back with good intentions. Now ever trade of me, They said, Joack in your corner, you were nobody. They said, Joack in your corner, you were nobody. Hold on 1 second, I caught my energy back. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And because moments don't dim your light, neighbor. That energy is different. The impossible became possible. Self-reflect to understand God's power. Hold on 1 second when it comes to your intuition. Wasn't trying to hurt nobody. Putting the proper footwork in to understand the hold on 1 second. I understood what the rejection was when it came to my past. But my future allowed me to see, wow, hold on 1 second. Healing can truly last. Even when you get choked up in your words, disability problem, speech problem, you put a name in your book or whatever the case may be. Never get discouraged because it's better days ahead. When folks actually was pretending to actually get to know you at the end of the day, wanted to shake your hand, but they had malicious intentions to plot against you this whole entire time when it comes to the rhythm of your heart at the end of the day. How it's actually, hold on 1 second, kind, sweet, you value it, and you ain't switch up. Even when folks diss you, disrespect you in a toxic way, they would never understand that your mindset is different today. You know that crash out there they said that you was when it came to your past, not part of your vocabulary today. Hold on one second. How God is sweet glad. Because God was allowing you to see. The devil alone, the enemy, ain't going to allow you to believe that you are worthy. Because God's love is different. When God allows you to heal, put everything in God's hands, they would never understand how God was keeping it real. You know, my content is not for everyone. Today's currently January 31st, 2026, and it's currently 10:21 p.m. I go live every night at 10:15 p.m. on YouTube. I would never hurt myself regardless who's threatening my life or regardless who's praying to my downfall, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm Naya, Junior Love Respect. Peace and respect your neighbor. Hi to the genuine ones, conversations. Hi. Love yourself, don't dim your light. Hi, when you fall from a hater. Neighbor, neighbor, neighbor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still going to the weather. Monday, self-love every day. Tuesday, self-control every day. Wednesday, motivation every day. Thursday, choose yourself when they overlook you. Friday, you're mad and you're worthy. The enemy gonna try to call you out. Love yourself, don't dim your light. Saturday, when you fall from a hater. Neighbor, 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 we ain't the same hater. Sunday, never give up on yourself. You are the blessing within when you understand your reflection. Yeah, the light is shining within you. They don't want to see it bright. Believe in hope within. You are the miracle. Far from a curse when you're bettering yourself. Not running from your past when it comes to take accountability for your actions. We all not the same, but I respect my neighbor. I'm peace. You know, domestic violence, hate crime, discrimination, racism. You put a name in your book when it comes to gang stalking. It's really real until it's your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing a thing. How individuals will try to prey on your downfall, regardless to what your tax bracket is, and regardless if you came from poverty and pain. They will try to paint a false narrative or trying to, try to dim your light because they got their home, skeletons in their closet and they trying to make you look like the bad guy. But hold on a second. Gang stalking is real to your household. Individuals will monitor your every move from the time that you walk off your household, from the time that you go from point A to Z. They will try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, try to energy harvest off your energy, send you the evil lie. They will reroute your mail. They will make it seem like you received it when you never did. They will try to take your packages from you, whatever the case may be, reroute it, steal it, or make it seem like that you never received at the end of the day when they stole it and they had malicious intentions so you won't prosper in life. They would even, paint a narrative to people that want to actually approach you and have a conversation with you. They would even lie to them to try to paint on a false narrative at the end of the day, to create a whole hate group or whatever the case may be. Because when someone has potential and when someone is trying to get their life together, that will make someone feel very insecure. That will make someone feel jealous and envy, and they will make sure at the end of the day try to ruin your life as much as they could. But you know what? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments, call your energy back. Call your energy back. I don't want no negative energy over here. No, for real, for real. When it comes to gang stalking, these fools will hack your devices, your accounts, your emails. They will steal your IP address. They will try to rob you all because of the fact that they are monitoring your devices or whatever the case may be to steal your information to get you locked up or put you in a cyber and say, you crazy, you delusional, ain't none of that happened. But G.O.D. saw everything full. No, for real. Even these individuals, they will be talking to people from your past that you don't even affiliate with just to rob you mentally, spiritually, or financially, or to be a monitoring spirit or whatever the case may be. All this type of stuff that actually happens when folks be trying to pray on your downfall because you believe that F-A-R-T-H. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Stop the violence. I'm peace. I bring peace. Peace and respect. I respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. We ain't AI and we work alone. Hello. Naya, Junior, love, respect. Our content ain't for everybody. So you watching us, be a monitoring spirit or, sending evil lie or doing all that weird stuff. God sees you. You said God not real, but, someone's still showing up. It's a shame though for me. You try to rob them mentally, spiritually, financially. You thought you was gonna project fear in someone that understood the hold on 1 second. I've been dealing with spiritual warfare since a child, going into my adulthood. I'm just thankful I got my heavenly mother, my heavenly father by my side. They said the grass ain't green on the side, but that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Oh, wait. Because when the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you with no mistakes. Gotta go, I'm talking too much. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. It's currently January 31st, 2026, and it's currently 10:26 p.m. Be yourself. Stop the violence. It's not a crime to be authentic. Gotta go. I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's currently 10:26 p.m., and I'm 10 minutes into this video. My content is not for everyone. Now, it's the truth, though. Every time I get on this goddamn camera, my goddamn lips start to ash up and shit. I just put some good shit on my lips. What the fuck? It's the train, though, for me. You know, you ever been mind your business with the mind your business or whatever the case may be, and you decide to pick up the phone and do something different for yourself. Self-care day. No, it's the trade though for me. You wanted to feel sexy and shit to go home today or whatever the case may be. Your ass decide to go into the mall or go into the little store, whatever the case may be. You trying on something new and shit. Only to realize you get home and motherfucker disappointed in you. It's the trade though me. What the fuck? You ever bought a wig or whatever the case may be? Or bought something new that they never seen you in or whatever the case may be? And they trying to rave about their mental health is. That's you? It's a check on me. What kind of person you dating? That's sad. No, for real. Motherfucker took about your wig so motherfucking bag at the end of the day. You like, you know what? Let me just take this shit off. I'm hot anyway. It's a trade though for me. You know, my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself regardless who's threatening my life or who's praying to my downfall, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. I would never stop being my biggest cheerleader regardless to who's praying to my downfall. Man, woman, child, elderly person, or even couple. I love myself, and I would never hurt myself. I don't run from my past, and I say that respectfully. And I know how to take accountability for my actions. You know, individuals will have skeletons in their own fucking closet at the end of the day. This is the part where they say at the end of the day, you'll crash out, but I'm far from it. It's a train of thought for me. How individuals pick and choose who could curse. People pick and choose who could talk about discrimination, violence, hate crime, you know, healing, trauma and pain, or spirituality, the devil, or narcotics. People pick and choose who could talk about these certain topics until it's you trying to become your best self version of yourself. Knowledge. You know, self-love is different when it comes to confidence. How you actually step up, they would never understand your reality. That pride, hold on 1 second, actually has different boundaries. How you know how to respect yourself when it comes to, hold on 1 second, having a mindset of bettering yourself. You know, you wasn't trying to be in the mindset of fumbling yourself when it comes to certain chapters, you know, when it comes to your words. Because God gave you certain tools to better yourself when it comes to, hold on 1 second, that balance, the love goes within. They would never understand it was never competition. Healing trauma and pain would truly make someone mentally unstable, all because they look at you like competition on their worst day, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, how they monitor their spirits, telling you every move like a bad habit, and you have to get physical when you had to, hold on 1 second, hold yourself together. How folks would try to antagonize you because you believe in faith. Then now they, hold on 1 second, culture, religion, sexual orientation, disability, your age, regardless they came from poverty and pain. They said you act in your corner, you are nobody. Always be yourself. I am my biggest cheerleader, and it's currently 10:29 p.m., and it says 13 minutes into this video. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. You know, loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. Poetry, my swag, my style. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Love is real, love is one of a kind, worth the right one truly for you. You know, that disrespect, they would never understand. They couldn't walk a day in your shoes. Self-love allows you to be real with you. You know, even when you got lost in your words, when it came to that chapter, they said that you was to go to the mountain and let them find the love of your life. But who would have knew that God was not confusing you? You know, self-love is different. Allowing yourself to feel, to realize, hold on 1 second, you are worthy, to understand the remedy of your heart. Hold on 1 second. You know, because when the right person walks into your life, they ain't trying to distract you. They trying to love you properly. They ain't trying to fumble you. They don't disrespect you. You know, peace is different when someone truly shows you balance. Hold on 1 second. It was never one-sided, because hold on 1 second. when it came to real love. Because someone didn't look at you like competition. Someone praying for not against you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments balancing you out when it comes to peace. When the world's against you at the end of the day, someone truly actually knows how to respect you, to fix your crown, to maintain your smile, not to go against you. You know, being your biggest cheerleader, up close in person, behind closed doors, that growth is different when someone truly loving you. LOVE. You know, that loyalty goes a long way because they wasn't trying to step on you when it comes to hold on 1 second, third party conversation. You know, someone allows you to become a believer when it comes to hold on 1 second. Someone that have a motive when it comes to strategy, you know, trying to blackmail you against you when it comes to self-reflection because you put too much work within. They would never understand that hold on 1 second. I'm worthy today. You are worthy, butterfly. And because you're so worthy, not only you book smart, street smart, financially, hold on 1 second, stable, emotionally intelligent, but you able to love yourself another day, to acknowledge your worth. You wasn't running from your reflection when it comes to your past, taking accountability on your acts. They would never understand how you truly stepping. You know, because that LOV actually has different. It was doors that was open for the right reasons, and someone that was truly a rejection. But God had a better plan. We don't pray the same, fall from a hater, but it was never in between when it came to praying, when you understood your reflection. How the love of your life had come from two different worlds, opposites attract at the end of the day. Who would have knew someone truly keeping the real? Someone allowed you to feel that hold on 1 second. You didn't have to be stagnant when it come to LOVE. Because someone made you a believer, hold on 1 second, with a dream come true. Someone respecting you, pouring into you. And y'all both was on the same page when it comes to growth another day. You know, my content is not for everyone. I go live every night at 10:15 p.m. I posted on Facebook this evening. I have 5 videos up. It's on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. I go live every evening on YouTube at 10:15. Regardless who's praying to my downfall, I would never stop showing up for myself, and I say that respectfully, or regardless who's threatening my life. I would never hurt myself, and I am my biggest cheerleader, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no misintentions. You know, true love is not supposed to hurt. True love is not manipulation. True love is not spell work. Just like some of their free will. Now, if the trait don't be known for real, for real. You know, no mother or father or guardian should lose a child or should have to wake up to a phone call and their life changes forever because someone lacks self-control, because someone didn't want someone to prosper in life, someone didn't want someone to understand their own intuition when it comes to having hope and believing in faith. How that chapter is closed in that person's life at the end of the day, that person's not supposed to be part of their future. But someone from their past at the end of the day decided, or some random person, or someone that they don't even know at the end of the day has malicious intentions to try to rob someone's baby of their life. Nobody deserves to get that type of phone call. No mother or father or family member, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no misintention, especially when you fall from a hater. You know that mother that prays? You know that father that's a protector? You know when they labeled him a number, saying that he wasn't going to amount to nothing, but allowed him to feel that hold on 1 second. I was truly allowing myself to keep it real. I got to protect my future, regardless if it's a single family household or not. That father still showed up. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, and sick days. It's fathers that still taking accountability for their actions. They're not doing it for likes if it's a clout chasing the fame when they pour into their child. And as well as a mother, and I say that respectfully. I may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay. No mother or father should have their child stripped away from them because someone lacks self-control. Someone wants to paint a mother and father to be mentally unstable, unfit, not welcome in their own home at the end of the day. Because every time they open that door, is an emptiness within them that they can't refill because their child has separated from them, or because someone wanted to control the narrative and blackmail a mother and father. Did it matter their culture, religion, sexual orientation, disability, age? No. How someone that steals someone's destiny, someone's energy, someone had malicious intentions to bring harm to someone's baby. And a mother and father that's a protector, a provider, a prayer warrior. The thoughts that go through their mind every single day, their child's not in their presence. No mother or father should have their child stripped away from them. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, and I say that respectfully. Or because someone doesn't want a mother to balance self-control. They want to paint the mother to be unstable, a crash out, an addict, someone with no good intentions, as well as a father. They wasn't trying to be their child's friend. They showed up good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. Regardless, they came from poverty and pain. Their reflection means so much to them, and that was their child, and it still is today. You know, my content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself regardless who's trying to blackmail me against me or who has malicious intentions to pray on my downfall. And I say that respectfully. I don't play with spell work. I don't energy harvest nobody's energy. I don't play with magic, witchcraft, voodoo, or whatever type of spirituality in a toxic way. I don't do all that negative stuff. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. I would never hurt myself regardless to who's threatening my life. And I say that respectfully. It's currently 10:36 p.m. and we're 20 minutes into this video. My content is not for everyone. You know, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not, never give up on yourself because someone doesn't want you to prosper. Someone says that you're whacking your corny. It ain't gonna happen. Someone is praying on your downfall. Never get discouraged of your reflection. You chose something at the end of the day to go within, to believe in faith, to understand hope. Hold on 1 second. I got this today. Regardless if folks ain't cheering you on. Regardless if he say, she say, had to get a whole group together to go up against you, continue to show up for yourself. You mad and you're worthy because the right people see you, hear you, respect you with no malicious intentions. Even when folks is plotting on your downfall, when they know certain folks in different tax brackets or different vocabulary when it comes to someone's job description, never get discouraged. And I say that respectfully. You know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, said Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I said just because moments. Call your energy back, neighbor. Far from a hater. I don't know what's wrong with these weirdos. They on a mission, try to dim your light. All because you're a believer to love yourself. Don't dim your light, neighbor. Don't dim your light. LOVE, love yourself. The unconditional love starts within. They said you whacking, get corny, you are nobody. But butterfly continue to fly, prospering. Ever train it off for me. I don't need no negative energy. Continue to call your energy back. Understand your reflection. You're beautiful and handsome. Regardless of, hold on 1 second, they said that you're whack. They laughing at your downfall because they praying on you. They got you on an altar. Only way to hold on 1 second. You don't have to get physical. Your praying actually has different at the end of the day. Even when they say I'm trying to mentally hurt you at the end of the day, they would never understand being discovered wasn't part of your vocabulary. Giving up wasn't part of your vocabulary. You know, I'm far from a hater, and I say that respectfully. To the genuine ones with no misintentions, and I say it respectfully, never give up on yourself regardless who's plotting on your downfall or who's praying against you. You know, as individuals, when you're trying to prosper in life, because it's not them, they don't want to see you understanding your mission. They don't want you to believe in your favor. So they make sure at the end of the day that they try to get a reaction out of you. They disrespect you. They have folks go up against you. Or they make you feel like you're supposed to be stagnant. They make you feel like you're supposed to be depressed, anxiety, PTSD, all types of stuff. And this is what happens when folks at the end of the day, they lose self-control. Now they want to throw spell work, hexes at you, be monitoring spirits, watching your every move, start to gang stalk you, start to become obsessed with you. All types of weird shit. Infiltrate them. You doing too fucking much, you weird son of a bitch. How someone would see potential within you and still disrespect you. But evidently they saw something within you that was truly good. Because if that wasn't, they would continue to keep it pushing and mind they fucking business, right or wrong. Hello? You know, they say if you ain't got hate at the end of the day, you ain't nobody. But I say otherwise. Because hatred, jealousy, and envy, it turns into someone actually having malicious intentions. And that's not good. And I say that respectfully. Because now people is praying to bring harm towards you. Now people is praying at the end of the day to bring harm towards you. It's a train of thought for me. They don't want you to prosper. They praying on your downfall. In regards to how they feel, you keep showing up. As long as they not putting their hands on you at the end of the day, never allow someone to dim your light. Because individuals would try to antagonize you to get a reaction out of you, just to say at the end of the day that you're not who you say you are. But the whole entire time, you never switched up not one time, besides being a truth teller. Your voice does matter. Regardless if you've been in a domestic violence situation, racism situation, discrimination, gang violence, gang stalking, hate crime, your voice does matter. And I say that respectfully. Did I say DV? Your voice does matter. Never allow someone to make you feel like you're not worthy. It's not that you're a punk. It's not that you're scary. Because at the end of the day, God didn't put fear in you. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And it's not a crime to look the devil in the eyes. I, not in fear. I am not fear. I'm not in fear. That's what the devil wants you to do. The enemy wants you to be in fear. It's a train of thought for me. When certain people are so used to and accustomed to certain folks at the end of the day, they think that you're like that too. They think because they bully the last person, they're gonna get the same reaction out of you. Or because they did certain things in their past when they got over on certain people, they think they're gonna do it to you. But you never stop showing up for you. When God is protecting your mental health, even when folks try to say that you're crazy, slow, stupid, and retarded, no, you were just voicing your opinion to the wrong person. You was just talking to the wrong company. You was just allowing yourself to feel at the end of the day, it's okay to express yourself. It's okay to be yourself. But everybody's not for you, and that's okay. And when people see that you know how to operate and move and understand that everybody's not for you, that's when they try to antagonize you, disrespect you, have malicious intentions to bring harm towards you, and then try to blackmail you against you. It's currently 10:42 p.m., and we're 25 minutes into this video. I'm far from a hater, and I say that respectfully. Never give up on yourself, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not. Never get discouraged. And it's never competition when you are allowing yourself to self-develop. It's never competition because you're willing to make yourself better. So you're watching the next person operate and elevate at the end of the day, and you're like, damn, I want what that person has. No, want what you have. And get in tune with you. Find what makes you balance the end of the day to when it comes to your creativity, when it comes to your appetite, when it comes to prospering, whatever it is that you're trying to do, weight loss or not. Now, ever change off of me. Individuals be wanting someone else's life and only rest the hold on 1 second. You wouldn't be able to walk a day in their shoes. Authenticity starts within. It's a train of thought for me. You see someone potential, you admire, you inspire, you respect them, whatever the case may be. You don't have to have malicious intentions like an elementary school kid at the end of the day being a bully until someone sees your attention at the end of the day. It'd be the train of thought for me. But what you are going to do to the innocent person, always protect yourself. And I say that respectfully. Your voice does matter. Never allow a man or a woman disrespect you and say that your voice doesn't matter, because they will have individuals bring harm towards you, or they won't believe you, or they will gang stalk you or monitor your every move, or whatever the case may be. You matter and you're worthy. Continue to protect your energy, and I say that respectfully to the genuine ones with no misintentions. You know, when I don't push God on nobody, because my soul was not for sale and never will be. It's a change. I mean, I don't worship the goddamn devil. Hello. But the grass is actually green on the side. Because when God sends the right people into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you with no malicious intentions. You know, regardless of came from poverty and pain. 1, 2, 3, hold on 1 second. Respect hits different when someone actually understands. I'm acting mature when it comes to my body weight, not my shoe size. I know how to respect my neighbor, not the fumble blessing that God showed me, my intuition. There's actually genuine people out here. Someone wasn't trying to fumble you. They wanted you to maintain your smile. Hold on 1 second. They look at you like competition, even on a rainy day. They want you to become your best self-vision of yourself. When it comes to hold on 1 second, God fixing your crown. Y'all may not pray the same, but they was far from a hater. Regardless of their tax break, at the end of the day, they actually understood that, hold on 1 second, you God's baby. Not ever change of it. I gotta go. I'm Naya, Junior of Respect, and I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. It's 10:44 p.m., and it's currently January 31st, 2026. I would never hurt myself regardless who's praying to my downfall, who's threatening my life, and I say that respectfully. Regardless to what zip code, community, country, county, or whatever the case may be, I would never hurt myself, and I am my biggest cheerleader, and I say that respectfully. When it comes to my creativity, second from my Heavenly Father God, I work alone when it comes to my creativity, and I damn sure ain't no goddamn AI. Hello, what's wrong with these people? I don't know. I go live every night at 10:15 on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, every night at 10:15 p.m. on YouTube. I'm Naya, Junior Love Respect, and I'm closing out this video. It's 10:45 p.m. Peace and respect, your neighbors, the ones you damn you like, stop the violence. Misunderstood in love by you, far from ahead to stop the violence in the community. Misunderstood and judged by you, far from ahead to stop the violence in the community. I'm Naya, and you'll have respect that my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself, regardless who's trying to blackmail me against me. I would never stop choosing myself. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself. Loving yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. I work alone when it comes to my creativity. I go live every night at 10:15 p.m. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's currently 10:46 p.m. I'm not using respect. I have lives up that's on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook as well that I did earlier this evening. I post throughout the day, not an actual time setting, but I definitely do go live every night at 10:15 p.m. I'm Naya, genuine respect to the genuine ones. Never give up on yourself because someone did not love you, respect you, or protect you, or pour into you. You poured into the wrong cup. You know how to take accountability for your actions, and you're not running from your past. You matter and you are worthy. Never give up on yourself. And I say that respectfully. Your voice does matter. I'm Naya, genuine respect. I would never hurt myself. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Call your energy back. When you fall from the head, they would never understand. That was God's mission. The end of the day. Call your energy back. I don't need no negative energy over here. I made myself a believer. Understand my intuition. FAITH. Thank you, God, for being patient with me. I ain't have to worship the devil on my worst day. Even a good day. If the trade told me, oh, you be yourself with no molesters, I gotta go. I would never hurt myself or my peers around me. And I say that respectfully, regardless who's trying to antagonize me or not. I would never hurt myself regardless of praying to my downfall. It's currently 10:47 p.m. and we're 31 minutes into this video. I'm Naya, genuine respect.